What's up, guys? This is Luke. Just wanted to add a little pre-tag onto this video and what this video is about. Like, basically, people have a hard time breaking out of whatever state they're in. The way like our bodies and like brains and everything are set up is like whatever state you're in is pretty much the state that most people tend to want to stay in. Whether it's a good state or a bad state. Like me not taking action lately and stuff like that. Like I keep talking about it, but I don't actually do it. If you're a person that gets pissed off or something, a lot of times people are really angry, and then like even when you tell them like they misconceived what actually happened or something, it's hard for them to break past that anger because they're so identified with it. Well, with this, I have been really lazy lately. Talk about it in the blog here in a minute, and I wasn't taking action with anything, so I did this as like a process to help me start taking action. Even though it was like it has nothing to do with the stuff that I need to be doing, like me taking action in something will ultimately give me kind of momentum in that state of taking action, and then I could start doing stuff. And it's actually worked really well for me today. Made some phone calls today. I've been online looking at different places to go to. Got a lot of information. I know a place that I'm going to tomorrow to look for a job, and like just me doing this morning was what got me there, got me into that frame of mind of like, okay, let's start doing some shit, Luke. Like, this is too much. So here's the video. Hope you enjoy it. All right. What's up, guys? This is Luke from soberfromdespair.com. Walking down right now to Manitou Lake. It's like about a mile and a half from my house. It's right there, actually. You can see that water. Got Pikes Peak back there. And the reason I'm doing this is I need to get in a better state. I'm in a state right now of not taking very much action and trying to shock my brain into, and shock like my whole system into doing something so that I'll take more action in regular life. So we'll just cross the road right now. And tell you why I'm doing that. I'm having a problem right now getting motivated to actually go out and get a job. Got all this stuff done to do it. It's just having a problem going out and like getting applications and making phone calls and shit. So decided to come down here, even though it's a mile-long walk, and do a video about it. I think it's a perfect time to do that, and also this will be something that I should probably do anyways, regardless of the video, because I need to get into a better state and I need to do something I don't normally do. So I'm also right now listening to some music that pumps me up, fuels me up, inspires me a little bit. I'll put the lyrics and stuff for the song online. It's by August Burns Red. It's kind of a hardcore metal band, but the lyrics inside of it are perfect for what I'm going through right now. So let's get down here and we'll film a cooler spot to film the rest of what I want to talk about today. All right, standing out by Manitou Lake. This is like a mile walk one way from my house, and got Pikes Peak in the background. And the whole reason I'm doing this video blog is I am having a hard time right now taking action. Seems like being sober is most, like getting into recovery and stuff is mostly taking action and then learning the rest as you go along, but you gotta have the action and you gotta be proactive and stuff. But that happens with everything in life. And I quit my job like 2 weeks ago. I got into a slump, like into a really weird, shitty state, and decided, like, at first I'm like, okay, I'll take 2 days off. Like I took it off on a Sunday. Like that was my last day at work. I was like, okay, I'll start after Tuesday, I'll start looking for a job and I'll start doing all this shit. And so Tuesday came around and came and went, and then Wednesday came and I took a little bit of action. I didn't do much. Like I started working on my resume and started getting that built up when I was already working on that beforehand. I could have done that when I was still at work. And then I got cover letter and stuff like that, like recommendations from like
my therapist for trying to get a job at a rehab or a detox facility. So I had that. I'm like, okay, like my excuse a long time was, well, I'm gonna, after I get the cover letter and like the stuff like that, and I get recommendations, then I'll start going out and getting a job. Well, I had all that worked out, and it's been like a week now, and I still haven't done shit. So yesterday I went out and I bought clothes. I bought like dress slacks and shirt like that, a dress shirt and like some nice shoes and stuff, because you need that for an interview. Could have gone out and turned in applications without having the clothes for an interview, because I wasn't going to get an interview yet until you have your applications out. Well, I decided to get that, and I was like, okay, now I'll start looking for a job. Well, today's come, and I could have gone to the zoo with my dad and my 6-year-old niece, which I was really wanting to do. Like, he called me up and asked me this morning if I wanted to go. I was like, well, what time would we be back? And he's like, he told me he didn't know. I was like, well, can we be back by 4? Because the next thing I really need to do is I need to make phone calls today to the different facilities and stuff, see which places are hiring, see what stuff I need for a job, see what jobs I could actually have, all these things. And I was like, well, if we could be back by like 2, then I'd be okay to do that, because I have like a few hours to make phone calls. Because most places close at like, what, 5 or something? So he's like, no, we won't be back by then. I was like, all right. So I decided to stay home. And I've had like a hard time with my sleep schedule. So today I wake up at like 6, been feeling all good and stuff, but I haven't taken any action. I've been doing nothing. So I decided, since life is about, you do motion and then that creates emotion, you get fulfillment from that, why not take an hour or 2, do a walk down here, film a video blog, feel good about it. And through taking that action, getting the video blog and stuff, like getting the film or the footage for that, then that's going to inspire me, I feel, to when I get back home, to start making phone calls and doing stuff, because I finally got out of the house and I finally got up early and I'm finally doing stuff like that. So I got to take the small steps in order to do the bigger steps. Got to take the baby steps and inch my way forward. So I don't know, I thought this related a lot to recovery, with when you're first getting involved in recovery, like if you didn't go to rehab or something like that, you don't really get into the state of going to meetings, shit like that, or having therapy or having a sponsor or anything that you need to do in actual recovery. So you get into it because life sucks, but then you don't really have a place to start taking action, and it can get really hard to get back into that. Kind of like working out and going off of working out for a week, and then like for me, I always fail if I haven't been working out in months, but I would like work out, get really into it for like a month or 2, and then I'd stop for like a few days, and I'd just fall into that state of like staying at home, not working out, and doing a bunch of lazy bullshit. So got to do stuff to get you in the state, and right now I'm taking a walk, getting some endorphins going, doing stuff I haven't really done before. I don't really walk down here and film video blogs. This is the first time I've done that. And so since this is the first time I've done something like that and I'm taking action towards it, hopefully today that's gonna make me take more action towards the other stuff that I actually need to do, like getting a job and doing shit like that. So I don't know, I guess this is a little experiment. We'll see how it works. I've also been listening to music that's been pumping me up, but I'm trying to do everything I can do today to like just kickstart me into doing something, you know, and kickstart me into taking the action. So I'm listening to music that puts me into that state. I'm taking a walk. I'm enjoying the scenery, doing a video blog, doing as much as I can to put me into that state, and hopefully I can make some progress. So yeah, if you're sitting feeling shitty or something like that, like I've been for the past week or 2, and you're not like feeling good about anything or whatever, like maybe you could start taking action too, like do something stupid that's like has nothing to do with what you're actually trying to do, but just with taking that action and doing that one little act, like that'll maybe kickstart the momentum towards doing what you actually need to do. So, all right, hope you enjoy the scenery. Colorado's pretty badass, huh? Pikes Peak, Manitou Lake, it's still frozen. It's like 50, 60 degrees outside, so it's a perfect day to do a walk. And that's why I love it out here, is just the scenery and the wilderness. I'm like, this is right next to my house. Like, pretty fortunate. So, yeah. Thanks for coming on SoberFromSpare.com. Peace out.